and welcome to South Llano River State Park. Today we're doing another exciting installment of our nature series, ASMR Nature, and we're going to be looking at our historical buildings and the park history.
Alright everyone, we're here on one of our historical structures here at South Llano River State Park. We have several different barns and historical features here. Right now we're technically in the goat barn. You're going to see some of the other structures later in the video. We have our headquarters, which is historical. All of these structures we have here are considered our cultural resource, and so a cultural resource is kind of a piece of the past that local communities or organizations, as in TPWD, find significant, and we want to preserve those for future generations.
Yeah, so Walter White Buck Jr. is the gentleman who donated this area to us, and he moved here in 1910 at 18 years old with his parents. He took over the family farm when his father unfortunately passed away.
Yeah, and they, at this farm, they had Angora goats, they had sheep, and they had cattle, which they all used this land back in the early 1900s. And so he eventually sold this livestock here to help preserve the natural resource that this land was showing him because he loved it so much. And that was kind of his legacy, was to preserve this land for people.
Yeah, he actually remained single his whole life, so there was no one for him to pass the farm on to. And he always said, you know, this is my one true love, being a steward to our land, making sure to preserve as many natural resources as possible, because so many people overgraze all their animals, destroy it, clear cut it for fields. And so eventually he ended up donating it to TPWD in about 1977.
And the park itself didn't open until 1990. It takes a few years to actually get a park open. And when the park opened in 1990, it was the front 600 acres. So the back 2,000 acres was the Walter Buck Wildlife Management Area that then got dissolved in 2011. And so now we're one whole park, which is great. It's more for everybody to enjoy, and it's fantastic. So a good thing to remember when you're visiting a park with these historical or cultural resources is when you're walking around them, you might find fragments of the past. Maybe it's a small piece of blue glass, or maybe a piece of an old aluminum can. Please, please, please leave those where you find it. Do not pocket the past. Do not put it in your pocket because you need to keep those for other people that visit that same spot. So please remember when you're visiting parks or even museums or other historical areas, please, please, please leave things where you find them. Also, if you're visiting an old cemetery, please be very respectful and do not do anything to disturb that cemetery. That's very disrespectful, and it's not great for other people who want to visit that area.